What's up, guys? Dave Moss Jr. here. It's been a while. I kind of pushed pause a little bit on social media and I changed a few things, and I'll tell you about that in a second. I got a quick message that I don't know, I feel like it's necessary to share, especially with everything still going on, and it's almost like revolving right now. It's revolving, just so much pain and so much hate and so much fear and so much uncertainty and so many people calling the shots for everybody. It's just kind of crazy, you know. Like I hate it for everybody, because people who are fighting for a cause, it's getting distorted, it's getting diluted by people who are fighting just to fight. There's so much going on, and I don't want to weigh in on that because I don't have that. I'm not here on this platform right now using social media to even try to weigh in on what's going on in the world. But I am going to weigh in on something that I like to do when I get confused, or when I get really put into a position that I don't understand, that I'm not totally confident in, because everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own experience. Everybody has their own agenda. And I hate to say it like that. But it's the facts. Everybody has their own agenda of what they would like to see done. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what should be done. And I'm not saying either way is right or wrong, but I'm just going to say what I do and what I know. And it's the only thing that helps me get through anything I don't understand. And I turn to, yes, you're probably guessing it, the Bible. You know, and it's funny because there's a lot of stories in the Bible, and there's a lot of different nations mentioned in the Bible, and there's a lot of different things mentioned in the Bible that can really help us weigh in on some of the things that we're experiencing still today, and some of the pain we're still experiencing still today. Now we got to understand, we got to remember that this world is completely ran by evil. Like, we enter into this world sinners. Which means we are going to do wrong. We're going to make mistakes. Nobody on this world is perfect, which means no one on this planet has the perfect opinion of what is best for us. There was only one person who ever did that, and that was Jesus Christ. And I'm not a pastor here trying to preach. I'm a simple car guy. It's just, these things make sense to me, and I hope they make sense to somebody. Maybe it can help you today. Maybe it can help give you a little more peace today. But one thing I learned is that Jesus, he was amazing. He was incredible, right? Any story you've ever heard about Jesus is probably pretty awe-inspiring. But one of the things that I think is more incredible about Jesus than anything that he did, any miracle he did, is he didn't let the opinions of other men and women dictate what he was going to do and say. He didn't let the opinions of anybody, no matter what they thought they were or who they thought they were, he didn't let the opinions of anybody dictate what was true, what the truth is, how to live a pure life, how to live a loving life, right? He was kind of savage. I listened to some Stephen Furtick messages, and he talks about savage Jesus a long time ago, and I still think about that message where it's just cool, you know. He doesn't let slick words, he doesn't let slick slogans or slick sayings or people who have went to school for a very long time tell him how the truth is, when he knows the truth, because he's 100% God and 100% man. He knows the truth. It's inside him. He is the Word. And I think that that's so cool, because he was given so many opportunities throughout the Bible to basically become the ruler of earth from Satan, and he was tempted, and he was able to resist. Toll booth. He was able to resist, which is cool. You know, how many of us are able to resist? And I think it's a lot harder for us than it would be for him. He's 100% God and 100% man, and we're 100% man and woman, right? I just think that it's cool that even though he was tempted, and even though he went through the same life cycle as all of us, and the same pain and the same temptations as all of us, that he was able to stay pure and true and sinless. And I think that that's awesome. But I think the more important message is that he wasn't able to be conformed into someone else's agenda. No one was able to get his ear and say, hey, this is what I think you need to say on your platform. This is what I think you need to do, because if you do this, this will happen, and this will happen, and this will happen. And I just think that it's important for us to know that. And I'm not saying anything left, right, up, down, sideways, anything like that. I'm just saying that if you believe something, man, I'm going to say back it up with some truth, right? God leads our heart with grace and truth. But if we don't let God lead our hearts, then who's leading your heart? Are you truly leading your heart? Are the things that you believe actually from your heart? And they might be. But I'm just gonna ask you to just question yourself on that. Are you being led in a direction? Are you believing in something that is totally 100% something God laid on your heart? Or is it something that somebody has planted a seed in your head and you've allowed that to grow? And you've allowed that to change the kind of person that you are and change the kind of heart that you have and change the way you look at people. And I'm more saying this as far as sometimes when crazy things happen, we can get hard. We can harden our hearts. Our hearts can become rock solid towards people, and we decide we're not going to love people. We're not going to love people. We're not going to care about people. We're not going to be empathetic for people. That's not what I'm choosing. And that may not be what you're choosing. That may be what you're choosing. That may be what somebody else is choosing. But I'm going to tell you something. Jesus, he led everybody that he talked to when he was on earth with grace and truth. He gave them grace, love, compassion, empathy. He cared about what they said, but he led with truth. He gave them the right antidote of how to get through any kind of pain, of how to be saved. He wasn't in the people-pleasing business. He was in the people-saving business. You may have not felt the best you've ever felt after talking to Jesus about a question you had about what's going on in your life. But he's not here to please. He's not in your heart to please you. He's here to save you. And I just want to tell you that because I've been quiet on social media, and I'm going to tell you what I've done. Because I also I like to learn as much as I can from Jesus. He did it right. And I like to learn from that. So if he's able to come down and lead with grace and truth and not be swayed any direction from anybody else and be basically conformed to anybody else's agenda, then maybe I can try to do something like that. So what I've done, and I don't know if you have done this or even ever thought about it, but I've turned my notifications off. # no notifications. And I'm going to tell you something. It's life-changing. I still have social media, still have Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. I downloaded TikTok. I've never used it. I don't even understand that. It's way too much for me. Way too much. My emails, WhatsApp, text messages, all that. I turned my notifications off. Now I got my badges on my text messages because of work. And if you call me, my phone will ring. But Facebook, Instagram, all that, my notifications are totally off. I know I'm getting notifications, so I can check it when I want to check it. But I'm not going to let, when somebody likes a photo or when somebody comments on something, I'm not going to let that take my mind off of what I'm currently doing and put it on social media, which really unfortunately means nothing to me. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. I hope it doesn't. But I turned notifications off, and man, it has been great. I've been able to be more present with my children. I've been able to be more present with my wife. I've been able to be more present at my job. I've been able to be more present in any conversation and relationship I'm working on at that time, and it's been glorious. So I don't know if that's something that can help you. Maybe you're struggling. Maybe you are constantly consumed with scrolling on your phone like I was. But man, I still have social media. Didn't go drastic and turn it off, but notifications off, and it is beautiful. So my message for you today is, guys, love God, love people. It's that simple. And really, turn to the Bible. Look at the truth of how to get through any kind of pain you're dealing with. And there's a lot of pain, and there's a lot of confusion. But turn to the Bible. I'm telling you, there's an answer in there. Jesus has an answer for you. If you don't know what to do, just Google, what does the Bible say about this? What does the Bible say about that? And just start studying. It's amazing the kind of wisdom and knowledge that you can gain just from a quick Google on what the Bible says about a situation you're going through. It's helped me, and I'm just a sinner. I'm just a car guy. I'm just a little goofball with a mustache right now that people are probably going to make fun of. But at the end of the day, I know that God loves me. I know I've been saved, and I'm going to continue working on myself to make myself the best version of me I can possibly before I enter the gates of heaven. That's my goal. I love you all. I pray you have a blessed day and an amazing day, and I'll talk to you later.